Hello everyone. Today we're gonna do something a little different. When I saw the trending, and this is what I found for number one on trending. It's a game theory. So Ash's age finally solved, as you can see in the top left corner. The reason why I decided to do this is because I wanted to try something new, something different that I usually or normally do on this channel. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and react to this.
No one wants to do the research. No one really needs to know. No one cares about the answer enough to watch the show. Each time I try, gonna get even more frustrated. Each night I cry, why is this theory so complicated?
So I'm gonna have to stop it right there, because if you didn't see, well, of course you did, but earlier, about 3 seconds ago, you see a list of FNAF videos, which is a nice nod to FNAF's popularity. But let's
It's a
continue.
YouTube world we live in.
You actually have to watch every single
Videos we watch for free. I've been working on this vid for far, far too long, and I'm going stir crazy for this Pokemon theory. Pokemon theory! Where my favorite Pokemon is Miss Fampy.
Now, typical MatPat and his weird but sort of okay intros. They don't really mess with the overall video. And of course, I'm gonna cut some parts of the video, so it wouldn't just me reacting to the actual full thing. But I'll leave the link to the actual video in the description, and you should go check out the full video. But let's keep going.
Last episode, in our quest to calculate Ash's true age, we used every trick that I had in the book. From island fruit, weather patterns, school schedules, and Japanese exclusive airline clips to make it all the way up to Season 9, the Battle Frontier arc, where Ash travels back to Kanto to rest on his yannies, rest on his laurels, as the
And now MatPat is going to do his usual thing about the popular trends with the Yanny or Laurel audio illusions. Let's keep going.
TV studios stalled for time waiting for the next generation of video games. Near the midway point of that season, we'd concluded that Ash was 15 and that it was summer. And remember, every time that we pass May 22nd, we celebrate Ash's birthday. So with all that information in mind, let's not waste any more time, because we still have 592 episodes of this darn thing to get through before we're caught up with the series. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long episode. So the next time we see the season's change is in episode 431 overall, or episode 157 by the advanced arc, Time Warp Heals All Wounds, which is, without question, the point in this series when all possible craps about the writing were thrown out the window. It is the single strangest episode of Pokemon ever created, opening up all sorts of cans of worms that are probably discussed for another day. Don't believe me? Here's what happens in the episode. Ash's
Well, do you or do you not believe him? Not sure, but let's keep going. I'm sorry if I'm doing a bad job at reacting. This is the first time I've ever done a video like this, and yeah, sorry.
travel companion May finds herself a locket on the ground, which, for no explainable reason, teleports her back in time with Meowth and Squirtle. That alone would make this an unusual episode of Pokemon, but no, they are not done yet. While May is in the past, she changes the course of history by making it snow. So when she teleports forward again, this guy, who used to be dead in the present, is suddenly alive. And this train station, which was completely abandoned in the present, is now fully operational.
You know what this means? We mess with the space-time continuum and stuff.
What?
So time travel may messed everything up, kind of, but oh well, maybe it's all not that bad. So far this video is going alright, although it's not really telling us, well, it's not getting to the age part. So in this cut, I actually decided to speed up the video for times 1.25, so it wouldn't be the exact same video as MatPat's, so I wouldn't do as much as I can to avoid copyright strikes, and I don't really want to do that. Of course, I'm just a small channel with only like 20 something subscribers. I don't think it would affect me that much, but you know, just gotta stay safe. So let's keep going.
Anyway, all absurdity aside, you can tell it's winter because it's close to the anniversary of this day and no one thinks it's odd for it to be snowing.
I didn't hear anything about a snowstorm today.
Yes,
Did
you
you?
When is the weatherman ever right?
By episode 182 of the Advanced Series, or episode 454
Finding
overall
out
of the entire
Pokemon
series, we're back to
references how
summer.
Matt
We know this because in the
Weatherman
episode
might be
Channeling the
wrong.
Battle Zone, Ash catches himself an
course.
Apom. An Apom that appears prominently with the rest of his
very
team in the
easy to be a
9th
weatherman
Pokemon
or
movie,
weather
Pokemon
woman.
Ranger and the Battle of the Sea. It's a
weather.
pretty cool name for a Pokemon movie. It's the Pokemon
Stuff just
Ranger.
kinda
Hi-ho,
hard to do.
Silver!
It appears that nature's protecting arms have gotten quite a bit warmer than our heroes would like.
And because it's summer in the movie, we know that Ash has once again passed his birthday, making him now Sweet 16. From there, we're practically done with the Battle Frontier arc. The season ends in winter with its final episode, Home is Where the Start Is. Even though there isn't snow on the ground, we can tell it's winter based on this shot. A clock showing
So now we're finally getting into Ash's true age. Earlier, MatPat seemingly proves us that Ash is now 16, which is great. And Ash is 16, he can drive legally now, but new region, kind of. Oh well.
comes to an end, and we prepare to head off to a new region. And you know what that means. A brand new arc means a brand new girl for Ash to have totally platonic relationships with. Episode 1 of Diamond and Pearl introduces us to Dawn, who, just like May before her, is a
Kind of,
10-year-old
I don't
girl
even
ready
know.
to
I
start her
haven't watched
Pokemon
the
adventure.
anime.
And this young lady, Dawn, is one of those people, as her 10th birthday has come and gone, and her Pokemon now waits in the wings.
As we established last episode, Pokemon Journeys start on April 1st to parallel the Japanese school year. So this means that yet again, we're near Ash's birthday, his 17th birthday. And on that note, can I please make a public service announcement? Dear
Alright,
Tumblr
Ash
shippers,
is
please
17,
remember
I
these
guess.
ages.
Doesn't
Ash is
look the
17,
part.
Dawn is 10. If that totally squicks you out, chances are
let-
you may
let-
be dealing
wait.
with... Dear Tumblr
Let me go
shippers,
back.
please remember these ages. Ash is 17, Dawn is 10.
Dawn is 10 years old. MatPat. They both of them don't really look the age of any of those numbers. Just saying that out right now. They both look 11ish, 12ish. Of course, this is a anime or a cartoon, whatever you want to call it. Let's just continue. If I can just press the...
If that totally squicks you out, chances are you may be dealing with a problematic fave. Please adjust your fan art accordingly. Other related side note here, the rule of thumb, which was
Alright
the
then.
first thing that I learned about in college. Someone just came up and told me this. It was very strange.
Easy.
Anyway, if you're ever asking yourself, is it creepy that I'm dating this younger person? You divide your age by 2 and then you add 7. That gives you the minimum age of the person you could be dating without it getting too icky. So Ash, yeah, you're squicking me out, man. And we haven't even gotten to the awkward part of you turning 18 yet. That's when it gets real weird. Figuring out the timeline through the 4 Diamond and
was
Pearl
that
seasons is
18?
actually
I
pretty
don't know.
darn
I can't
simple.
really
We just
hear
talked about how we're starting in
because I'm
spring,
using
and by
the
episode
microphone.
88, Camping It Up, we're into summer. We're directly told that this is summer school by the narrator.
It's time for Pokemon Summer Academy.
And we can double check using the Japanese title for the episode, Pokemon Summer School Course. The summer school adventures carry on for a few episodes before Ash and the gang head to storm that we see Ash and the crew caught in could only be happening during the winter. By episode 126, we're back in
Alright,
school, meaning
so
that we're in the
it's
3rd trimester of the
in
Japanese
winter.
school year. But praise Arceus because it's not too long before we're back
don't
in
know how to
summer.
pronounce
How do we
the-
know this? Well,
that
we've done
Pokemon's
this
name,
enough times in these
but
2
I'll just
episodes
call
for
it
you to know the drill at this
Jesus
point. Ash
Pokemon.
catches himself a Pokemon, in this
Pokemon
case
Jesus.
Monferno in episode 132, which appears in some other Pokemon related thing outside of the main timeline. This time though, I'm not talking about an obscure short made for Japanese exclusive airlines. I'm talking about a movie that raked in more
Yeah,
than
one of the
$50
Japanese
million in the
exclusive
Japanese
airlines.
box office. Arceus and the Jewel of Life, or as Wikipedia literally translates it, Pocket Monsters Diamond and Pearl the movie. Arceus to conquering space-time, the best Pokemon in all of Pokemon games. Something tells me the people at Wikipedia may have missed
That's,
fact-checking
quite a
that
long
one. Although the
title.
setting for the movie, Machina Town, is inspired by
gonna
Greece,
say.
specifically the city of Meteor.
So, MatPat is now relating to the places in Pokemon to real life, which, personally, I do not really know why. Maybe you guys know, I don't know. But, let's keep going.
Chinatown is still set in Sinnoh, and that's how we get our date.
Watermelons.
They sure are.
Oh, okay, so that's where we're
This is
gonna
our
get the
lucky day.
date.
Hold
Yes.
Those watermelons are ours!
They were cooling down, but the stream caught them.
You see, Hokkaido in real life is indeed known for producing watermelons, including its $200 specialty black watermelons, which all have a harvest season of June
right,
through
they have
August,
black
thereby
watermelons,
making it summer and meaning
which
that
is
once again
actually
Ash
pretty
has crossed
interesting.
his birthday. 18 years old! 18 years old and still sleeping
Dude,
alone
Ash
in a
is
tent with a teenager.
18?
Nothing creepy to see here, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing creepy.
Dude,
After
Ash
getting
is
his
an
8th Sinnoh
adult
badge,
now.
it's established that there's a 1-month gap before the start
Still
of the
does
League
not
Championship.
look
The Sinnoh League is taking place in a month on Lily of the Valley Island.
Which basically confirms that by the end of the arc, we're well into autumn. So to
recap, Matt Pat, we're caught up. Let's continue.
To this young man, 10-year-old Ash Ketchum.
this would all be totally fine.
Alright, so
I am
now
more than happy to end the episode.
Ash is now 10 years old again. Confirmed to by Pokemon narrator Matt Pat's theory debunked instantly. Down like, dislike, unsubscribe. No, I'm just joking. Please. Don't hate me, please. It's just a joke. I'm just joshing you.
Episode here, but there's one huge problem. Ash retains all his memories from his past adventures. First, when Dawn rejoins the team.
Alright, so that's weird. If Ash is now 10 again, how does he remember everything from the past? Unless he's not 10. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I'm just going with the flow, man. Just following what Matt Pat's saying.
Team.
It's been a long time, Ash. So you're the Dawn who traveled all over the Sinnoh region with Ash.
And later, when Dawn specifically mentions that Brock cooked for her and Ash on their journey.
He'd give Brock a run for his money. Who's Brock, Ash?
He's a good friend I was on my journey with for a long time.
And in the wider Pokemon world, time has clearly continued to pass. For a great
Dude, I forgot about Brock. Whatever happened to him? The only thing I truly remember about Brock is jelly donuts, which is quality meme. You guys can't see this, but I'm making a circle with my hand. Quality meme. Let's continue.
example, look all the way back to Johto and the episode A Goldenrod Opportunity, where the magnet train specifically needed a year to be completed. And yet, fast forward to the Best Wishes episode Until We Meet Again, where Ash's new friends decide to travel from Kanto to Johto using that exact same train, which shows us that there has indeed been a passage of years here.
You're going to the Blackthorn Gym, right?
Almost like they knew an 18-year-old Ash Ketchum was getting awkwardly old to be hanging out with 10-year-old girls, so they decided
But
to
I
boot him back
thought
a
Ash
bit, but
was
not
10.
boot him back far enough, I guess. Anyway, since it's all still part of the same canon with the same guy and the same memories, I'm gonna keep treating this character like he's the same Ash, even if the Black and White series sometimes has him acting more like a rookie trainer than someone who's competed in 4 regional leagues and has saved the world multiple times from overpowered Pokemon gods. So we plow onward to the actual substance of Black and White, or Best Wishes, as it's sometimes called. As I mentioned earlier, when we left Ash at the end of Diamond and Pearl, it was in the autumn following his 18th birthday. Once we got to the Unova region...
The Unova region?
Excuse me, what region?
The Unova region?
Unova region.
Unova region?
So pronouncing it may not be as easy as we...
Oak rocking that, what was it? Pineapple shirt, man. He's lit, bro. Look at his sunglasses, man. He's too lit, man. Alright, I'm sorry about that.
Thank the Groudon, because of the existence of Deerling, a Pokemon that has different appearances depending on the season. At the start of
Deerling?
Ash's Unova journey, we see Deerling in its pink color spring form. They then switch to summer form in episodes 54 and 55 of the season. And with the Deerling now in its summer form, it means we've once again passed May 22nd and another birthday for Ash, thereby making him 19.
Oh, wow.
Jesus. Ash is 19, but he's 10? Alright then. Apparently, I'm not sure why MatPat is actually trying to make this video. I know it's for the fans and all. For the people who really want to know how old Ash is. But, why can't you just stick to the narrator saying that he's 10 years old? I know. Inconsistency and all, but I don't really get it. Let's continue.
We're going by boat. I'm totally psyched.
What a kid.
You girls don't know the half of it. And believe it or not, but the Deerlings stay in their summer form for the rest of the Black and White series. Episodes 85, 90, 92, 112, 114,
Sorry,
117,
Ash
118,
isn't-
127, and
according to
137 all
MatPat,
have
Ash
summer
isn't a
form
kid
Deerling.
anymore.
Towards the end of Black and White's third season,
that he's
Adventures in Unova, we get a
19.
reminder that the autumn migration is coming, which solidifies the idea that all of these episodes are still happening in the summer.
They're all beginning their migration.
Once again, there's a 2-month gap between Ash obtaining the last required gym badge and actually
As you guys probably saw, it was a light when MatPat was talking about something about badges stuff, you could see in the middle of the screen a little nod to Skyrim's waiting system. Pretty cool, I like Skyrim. Let's keep going.
So progress check, that is 17 seasons done and 799 episodes covered. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the final stretch. Now where most of Black and White occurred during the summer, most of
So now we're appearing the end, apparently, to MatPat's video. It's 12 minutes in. Let's keep going.
X and Y occurred during the fall. We can figure out when he arrives in Kalos for the XY series by looking at one of the season's earliest episodes, A Jolting Switcheroo, which takes place in a vineyard as the grapes are ripening. As any wine connoisseur will probably tell you, grapes tend to hit peak ripeness around late summer and early fall, the same time that Ash was done with his business in Unova. We get another mid-series time confirmation in the 73rd episode of the XY series, A Fashionable Battle, where the camera shows us falling autumn leaves in the sky. And lastly, there's episode 98, Dream a Little Dream from Me, where the characters take a break from their journey to camp outside and observe the Lit Leonids, an annual meteor shower based on the real-life event, the Leonids, named after the constellation Leo. Except in the Pokemon...
Okay, now, I didn't know about the Leonids and Leo, so it's kind of fast facts for you. That's actually really interesting to me, considering how much I really like how space is and all the stars and all and whatnot. But you know, that's pretty cool. Nice to know that it's based off of something actually real. I'm not actually being sarcastic. I'm being genuine here. Let's continue.
Universe, that meteor shower is totally more...
Saved you from ultimate cringe. Thank me later. Actually, don't thank me later, because I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna link down the full video. So oof, rip everybody. All right, let's keep going. Like. Press.
So like meteor shower peaks in November, telling us yet again that this final part of the XY story arc is still happening during the fall, and it stays that way through to the end of the last episode. And with that, at the end of the XY arc, Ash is 19 and a half, which I gotta admit feels kinda weird. Time was flying for Ash in the earlier seasons, but after that soft reboot at the top of Black and White, each arc has only seemed to take a couple months. It's almost like they realized that they were making him too old for his own good. And once again, technically, I could end things here. There's a lot of agreement that the most recent arc, Sun and Moon, are the start of a new canon. At least, that's what the staff of the show wants you to think. Quote.
I actually liked Sun and Moon, the game, but I've never seen a single episode of the new Pokemon series, Sun and Moon. I don't know. Is it good? Is it bad? All I know is that Ash looks different. Pikachu's the same, but you know, everybody has opinions. Let's keep going.
This is not a continuation of Pokemon X, Y, and Z. It's a completely new Satoshi, Ash, and Pikachu. But dear theorists, if I've taught you anything over the course...
So wait a minute. Pokemon Sun and Moon, it's a completely different Ash. So that means his age is also different, right? Does that mean Ash is canonly 10 forever? I guess. I don't know. MatPat, you make things very complicated.
Course of this series, do not believe everything that you're told at face value. They are lying to us. The show goes out of its way to show us that, hey, this isn't just a character who happens to have the same name and roughly the same appearance as the Ash Ketchum we all know and tolerate. The first episode of Sun and Moon specifically makes the point of mentioning the fact that he caught a bunch of Tauros in the Kanto Safari Zone.
Actually, I'm good at dealing with Tauros. See, I've caught some.
We are still very clearly rolling with the same group of characters.
So wait a minute. If that Ash referenced the Taurus back in the Kanto or whatever which region he says, and that means it is the same Ash then. So does Pokemon even know what they're even dealing with anymore? It's like even they are confused of what they just done. Now I'm confused. What? You know, just end the clip. And we're back with a less confused classic, and we're back with this still confusing video, which is somehow on #1 trending, and I'm reacting to try something different. But let's keep going.
Let me introduce you. They're my friends, and we've all traveled together before.
They even have a collective flashback to some of the key events from the first season of the show.
We did lots of things and had lots of fun.
So if they have flashbacks of the first season, then that means that it is truly in fact the same Ash from the entirety of every season. Just okay, discard what I said about the Less Confused Classic. I'm still as much as confused as I am now.
Oh, not everything was fun.
So yet again, I call foul. This is still the same 19-and-a-half-year-old Ash Ketchum. We are
Yes,
following
that is
his
what I'm
adventure
saying,
in these
Matt Pat.
episodes
I
to
am
the
on your side.
absolute bitter end. So the question is, when does Sun and Moon start? Well, it's harder to track the seasons in the Alola region because it's based on Hawaii, which is tropical all year round. Likewise, there are some episodes that take place with visible snow, but that's because they take place on a mountain, where it snows year-round due to climate and elevation, not due to seasons. Luckily, though, we get a reference point during the first episode of the Sun and Moon arc. There are vendors selling seasonal produce, which we're told is all fresh.
Sounds great indeed.
In that episode, we see lychees being sold, which peak in the summer months between May and September, which means that this season does start during the summer months. In other words, Ash would have turned 20 years old, which makes it kind of awkward that he's still acting like a hyperactive kid who runs off whenever he sees an interesting-looking Pokemon. Hey, don't let the world kill your enthusiasm, Ash Ketchum!
So that means Ash is 20. And Ash is 20 and he's still small. Still looks like a young teen, around 12-ish. Or 13. Still hanging out with little girls. Does that mean Ash a... No, I'm not gonna say... No, you know what? Just keep going. Just keep going, Matt Pat. We're gonna finish the video. I'm gonna be done. This new experience has been awful. Although I will keep doing it because I have this compelling feeling to make me... It's telling me to finish the video. And so I will.
No need to be embarrassed about being excited, friend. You do you. And that's where things sit for now. Everything in Alola up to this point has seemed to be happening in the summer months. As for how old Ash is by the end of Sun and Moon, well, that information will have to wait since the current season is still airing. But based on the creators slowing down time for Ash in these more recent seasons, I'm gonna say that Alola ends at the end of summer or late fall, which means he'll still be 20 probably by the end of Sun and Moon. So there you have it. After researching this topic for literal days out of my life, I think I have the most definitive answer that we will ever get. Ash is 19 years and 6 months old at the end of the events of the XY series and turns 20 shortly before the events of Sun and Moon.
You haven't changed one bit.
I haven't changed, have I?
Sorry.
Ash, you're lying to everybody. You changed everything. Your age is your true self. Your physical form is a deception of reality. Stop lying to everybody.
Sorry, Ash. I think you've changed a lot more than you realize.
Oh
Just
my
watch
God.
out for that midlife.
I predicted what Matt Pat was gonna say. I am true God.
Crisis. It's sooner than you think. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Probably.
So that was my initial reaction of the game theories video on Ash's true age. Sorry, I'm stretching. True age revealed. I hope you guys liked it. Well, I hope you like everything I do. But anyways, I'm not sure if I'll do more reactions to these types of videos, but I will do more reaction videos. So until next time, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later.